Pro Yakyū Spirits 2024-2025, the Nippon Pro Baseball licensed realistic sim title from Konami, may have seen a little bit of a delay, but the game was in full force at Tokyo Game Show 2024. Celebrating 20 years since the inception of the series, how has this game been shaping up? Well, we got our hands on a demo build of the game multiple times over the course of the show, and are here to tell you what we experienced with it. Let's go ahead and get into it. Danny from the Famicast here. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Sign off down in the comments below, and we may read it out on our bi-weekly show called the Famicast. As always, you can find this set of impressions over on our website, thefamicast.com. Now today, we're going to talk about the Tokyo Game Show 2024 build of Pro Yakyū Spirits 2024-25 on the PlayStation 5 in this hands-on set of impressions. Now just a note before kicking things off here, before TGS 2024, I was having a back and forth with some Konami PR people about several different things, including trying to get an interview with some folks involved with the development of Spirits and Power Pros. I wasn't able to do that on site during the show, but there are still some avenues that I'm exploring with that. Also, I was unable to get any of my own direct feed gameplay footage from the game, so what you're going to be seeing in this video is coming from trailers and stuff like that. Might even be some footage from PlayStation 4 version of the game past, or maybe even the Switch. I'm still kind of debating how to do that. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get into it properly. Konami had a somewhat reserved section of their booth on the far left-hand side featuring their baseball ambassador Shohei Ohtani and logos from Power Pros, Pro Spirits, and the newly announced eBaseball MLB Pro Spirit. No S. Now, even though it was smaller in comparison with like their Metal Gear section or Silent Hill, the area still did have pretty huge wall art for Ohtani as both a pitcher and a batter in his Japanese, Samurai Japan uniforms. And they even had like a smaller wall showing off like the key art for MLB Pro Spirit. Now, it was just really cool to see. Now, the inside of the booth featured 7, maybe 8, demo stations, and these were all set up to be played with 2 players, though fans could opt to play by themselves. Now, if you didn't come with a friend, like me, well, none of my friends were interested in playing baseball, the staff, either one of the female or males there, they would play with you. Now, I played with the staff twice, and I played once by myself. Now, in terms of merch, Konami was handing out some 30th or 20th anniversary stickers for Power Pros and Pro Spirits, and also this MLB Pro Spirit sticker with Ohtani on it. I got a couple of these and stuff, so that was pretty cool. If you like goodies, from TGS, yeah, that's always kind of one of the reasons to go. Now, as for the demo itself, visitors were able to play either a 1 or 2 player exhibition game. Now, I played with Konami staff twice and on my own once, kind of like I just said. So in total, I spent somewhere around 30 to 40 minutes with the game. Now, each play session here offered 2 innings of play. All of the Japanese baseball teams were available, including Pacific League, Central League, and the All Japan All-Star teams. Like, you can have All-Star teams from all the leagues, individual teams, all that type of stuff. Now, I opted to play as my favorite team, the horrible Seibu Lions. I also played as the Chiba Lotte Marines and the Oryx Buffaloes. Now, all the stadiums were also on offer as well, so I checked out, Seibu's Balluna Dome, Zozo Marine Stadium for Lotte, and Hotomoto Field. The latter 2 I played with heavy rain. We're going to talk about graphics a little bit more, but yeah, that was pretty interesting. Now, gameplay in Pro Spirits 2024-2025 will feel very familiar to those that have played games in the series before or other simulation-based baseball. Now, most of the time, the play sessions here would kick off with auto fielding enabled, but I did get to play the defense manually once. I think controls feel pretty much identical to past Spirits games, which I think is a good thing. Just in case you're a little unfamiliar, I'll kind of break down some of the stuff here. I mean, pitching has you choose the placement of your pitch with the stick and then pressing X. Now, as the pitcher is winding up and delivering, like, this small cursor appears and shrinks around that selected area. Now, if you press X before the shrinking cursor disappears, or like right around a very specific spot, you'll deliver your desired pitch. If you don't, you're going to have kind of like a crazy pitch coming in. Now, for batting, this is, again, pretty easy. There's a bat cursor that appears on the screen, and, of course, you just have to make contact with the incoming ball. Power swings can be initiated with the tap of R1. And, yeah, again, if you've played a sim-style baseball game over the years, you'll be able to pick this up very quickly. As you guys have probably seen from trailers or any other type of video footage from this game, I think the graphics here are absolutely amazing. Players look more lifelike than ever, and there's just a ton of detail that went into it. You can just tell. I think the rain effects here were particularly impressive. You know, on up-close shots, you can see water beating up on the helmets, and also kind of like hitting the camera, quote-unquote camera, like the screen, from time to time. Other small things like mud and dirt flicking up, and players are adjusting their feet for swings, puddles forming up. Those were all great to see. Now, according to the booth and staff, the game runs at around 60 frames a second at 1080p. 4K will not be supported. I don't really know what I was expecting there, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. Now, despite the high level of visual fidelity, I did notice a few things in my time with the game. Now, while the animations generally looked pretty great, sometimes they would appear to stutter just a little bit. Now, you can see this in the short cutscenes before batting and to some extent with the pitchers. Now, I know this game is technically still in development, but it's really close to release. So, just to be clear though, this did not impact the gameplay at all, but it's something that you'll definitely notice. Also, it's important to note that this game, again, this game is still in development. This is a TGS build. I don't think it's the final version of the game, so hopefully these type of things will be fixed by the time the game releases. As many of you are well aware, the start of Tokyo Game Show 2024 brought the announcement of eBaseball MLB Pro Spirit to both iOS and Android. I was actually on the show floor as the game was announced, though during the first part of the announcement, I was actually playing Pro Spirits 2024-25 for the first time in the booth. So I could just hear a bunch of stuff, but I didn't see it until I came out. And I'm glad to see Konami do more with the Spirits series outside of Japan. As much as I enjoy Power Pros, I think attaching the MLB license to their more realistic series is a smart move for fans outside of Japan. Now, this is just my take, but I feel that more baseball fans in North America, Central America, etc. prefer a realistic take on the sport. And of course, that's not everyone. I know that. And I think it'll just be interesting to see how the game is received once it's released. Now, when it's all said and done, I am a bit disappointed that this is a mobile-only game, but these kind of games are likely more profitable than something like the grandiose Spirits on PlayStation 5 and Steam. Regardless, if you're into this sort of thing, MLB Pro Spirit releases this fall. Pro Spirits 2024-2025 is, overall, shaping up to be a pretty great sequel to previous entries in the series. The game looks fantastic, despite a few visual hiccups, but it's an absolute blast to play. As of right now, we're under a month away from the release of the final build, which we'll be covering fully here on the channel and on our website, Famicast.com. There's still quite a bit more that I want to say, but we're just going to leave it here for today. Until the full release, we hope that this is giving you guys some kind of a good look and good expectations of what Konami's baseball game is like, and also their presence at TGS 2024. But let's go ahead and turn things over to you guys. Are you looking forward to Pro Spirits 2024-25? What platform do you plan on picking it up on? Do you guys have any thoughts on MLB Pro Spirit? Sound off in the comments down below with any and all comments. We'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you like what you see, please feel free to drop this video a like. If you feel that we've earned it, please consider giving us a sub. We've got tons of stuff here on the channel, including long-form podcasts all about gaming in Japan. We got video reviews, looks at Japanese exclusives like this, Japanese events and stuff like TGS, and a whole lot more. Again, this is Danny from the Famicast. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.